Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach, on this awesome Friday morning. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place, making those moves. But if not, let's help you put your mind in the right place so you can have a great Friday and a great rest of the weekend. So 2 days ago, if I got this right, I shared, yes, it's worth it. Okay, yes, it's worth it. The goals, the things that you're trying to go after and achieve. It's worth the struggle, it's worth the pain, it's worth the things to go through, whatever it is that you're going through to get to the other side to achieve it. And then yesterday was, yes, you're worth it, okay? You're the one worth the whatever it is that you're going through to battle and win and fight through everything that you're fighting through so that you can maintain and get to where you want to get to as well. So the thing I'm listening to today is can't say it, but we'll just use the first letter. So it's just F haters, their opinions don't matter. Okay, that's the name, that's the title. Okay, so of course something like that, I'm going to click on it because I want to hear it. And it's David Goggins, Jocko, and the channel is Art of Motivation. The Art of Motivation is the channel. So in this video, he's talking about his biggest trophy is him, and I'm listening to it. I'm liking what he says, and he says it's him figuring out who he is throughout all the crappy things in his life. And if you know anything about David Goggins' story, it's some pretty deep stuff. Some of the things he's gone through, pretty tough things, pretty tough ordeals with his dad and some other things. But through this process, he's figuring out that it's not money, it's not cars, it's not homes, it's not fame, it's not trying to impress his peers. It's winning those small battles within himself. Again, going back to, yes, it's worth it. Yes, you're worth it. Times where you don't feel like you're winning, you feel like maybe you feel like you're losing, or maybe you feel like you're a loser. Maybe you feel just it ain't worth the fight anymore. It's not worth the struggle. Through this process, when you start making it through, like I said yesterday, if you're still here, okay, if you're able to get up today and whenever you catch this video, if you're able to get up and listen to this, then you're still in the fight, okay? Maybe you haven't been fighting like you should be fighting or like you could have been fighting, but you're still in an opportunity to where you can fight back and get back to a position where you're at. And relating to this, yeah, I can totally relate to that, to where the biggest trophy is me. Through this process, throughout all these years, there's some things that happened when I was a teenager and some other things, just things throughout life. As you're going through it, you're just like, man, that sucked. Like, I never want to go through that again, or why did that happen to me, or why did I have to go through that, or no, other people don't have to deal with that. Why did I have to deal with that? And those things happen for a reason. And now that I look back, hindsight, it's like, yeah, I appreciate that those things happened to me. I didn't understand why they were happening at the moment, at that time, as a young man growing up, but they prepared me for these things now that are happening, that have happened, okay, afterwards, and that probably will happen sometime soon in the future. So the things that I've gone through and being able to have those scars, war wounds, so to speak, things that have happened to you, kind of like the scar that's on my face here. I remember that. I got accidentally kicked in my face during a jiu-jitsu class, of all things. Wasn't striking, Muay Thai, anything. Guy goes for a crazy move and really didn't know what he was doing, and I had to have 7 stitches. It's a scar. I remember why that happened, or how that happened, or when it happened, things like that. Things that happen to you, whether it's mentally or physically, you can use those as ways to be like, yeah, I made it through that. I made it through that, and I'm still here. So, let's keep going. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working through whatever it is that we need to work through. And you start accumulating these medals, gold medals, these victories, so to speak, throughout your life. And then the biggest trophy at the end is you. Like you become this person or this individual, or at least you should be trying to become the best version of yourself. But that just doesn't happen like easily. It happens through like mistakes. It happens through unfortunately self-inflicted wounds where you just, you know, you knew better and you shouldn't have did that and you did it anyways, and you probably knew what the outcome was and it didn't turn out that way. And now you look back and be like, man, why did I do that? But we all make decisions. We're human. We all do make mistakes, but it's those things that turn us into, or at least hopefully turn us into a better person, not to into a sour one that's just, you know, hateful. You know, just, you know, you get those individuals where, yeah, man, you got dealt some pretty bad cards, and, you know, maybe you made some bad decisions as well, and you're just pretty spiteful because of the way things have turned out. You got to find a way to turn that into a better way to where you can benefit from those things. And it's also people, you know, like people just do things. You have no control over how they treat you. You know, David Goggins said in this video, he's like, I hate people. Like, you know, people do some pretty crappy things. He didn't mean all people, but throughout his life, you know, people called him names. You know, they said things, and he grew up in a town where there just wasn't, I guess, a lot of black people. So he got called a lot of N-words and everything like that. So, you know, just throughout the process, throughout his life, and of course yours and mine, we all have a story to tell. There's something that we just didn't like. Things that we just didn't have control over, and those things just, they happened. And then we're here now because we battled through it, or however we made it through it. We're here through it. So the biggest trophy in the end, like I said, at least for me, I like to win. So I like competing. I got a lot of medals. All right. I got a lot of team trophies from my academy, my students. I got a whole wall full of team trophies and a whole wall full of individual medals. But none of them are more important than becoming, through the process, of who I am today. And it's still not over yet, because until I'm gone, I should still continue to work on myself to try to improve and be better. And that's the message that I'm getting out of this video that I wanted to share, was the biggest trophy is you. You know, the biggest trophy is you. Like, you know, Eric Thomas, again, I always repeat what he says, you know, like, you're already in pain, get a reward from it. You know, whatever it is that you're going through, get a reward from it. Like, don't go through all this pain or deal with pain from other people and then don't get anything from it. You know, take an L all the way through it. Like, if I'm going to go through some pretty crappy things, or I got to deal with some pretty crappy people, or I got to deal with a pretty crappy situation, I'm definitely going to try and get the best out of it at the end. At least that's how my mind works. That's how I'm built. Like, it's like, all right, I see what you're trying to do there, but watch how I respond to that, or watch how I respond to this, or whatever. Because at the end, I want to win. So if you have an attitude like that, then you just can't be beat. I mean, you'll lose some battles along the way, but you just won't be beat overall. So through this process of 45 years being on this earth, going on 46 here in March, you know, I've gone through a lot. Maybe not as bad as some people, but maybe, you know, worse than some people. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I appreciate the things that have happened, and where I'm at today because of the way that I fought through those, and I'm proud of that. So the goal is to be proud of yourself and to be an individual that can learn and be better from the things that have happened, and then help someone else again around you do the same thing, because you're showing them all these things can happen and you can still win. And the biggest trophy is you, because who you become as a better person, a better individual, because of the things that happen. So again, listening to this stuff, putting things in perspective of things that have happened to you, or people that have done things to you, or whatever, or said things about you, or whatever, you can turn those things into a way to where you can succeed from them and be successful. And at the end, they will be the ones spiteful, drinking a haterade because they thought they were going to bring you down, and it did not work. All right. So the biggest trophy is me. The biggest trophy. Let's get after it today. Let's get those wins, get those victories. My roll on. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.